Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my show. My name is Megan, and today we've got a very young, youth, strong, and a role model to Africa. So today we have King Faisal Ajo with us, and today we're here to ask a few questions for him. Welcome,
Thank you very
King
much.
Faisal.
Yeah.
You're welcome to my talk show. Today we're going to talk about your passion for Africa, because that's what you are about, right?
Okay.
I've seen a lot of work that you've done concerning Africa. Your new show. Congratulations on your new show. How
Thank
do
you.
you know? Do you think so? You think you can know Africa, if I'm not mistaken?
So you think you know Africa?
Oh, so you think you know Africa?
Thank
So
you.
yes, ladies and gentlemen. So you get him on the show, and today we're gonna ask him a few questions of ours that you viewers have been asking. So, Mr. Fazan, how do you think? What makes
Yeah.
our race so underrated?
Our race, the black race, right?
Yes.
I think self-hate is the main reason why our race has been so much underrated.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you seem to be confused about that. Let me explain it to you. Um, Self-hate. The thing is simple. You teach people how to treat you. You understand me?
Yes.
You don't demand for respect from anybody. You earn respect. You understand what I mean?
Yes, I do.
If you have problems loving yourself as a person, how do you expect me to come love you? It is not possible. If you're looking down on yourself as a person, how do you expect me to look up to you? It is practically impossible.
That's true. That's true.
What is wrong with your hair that you got to buy Brazilian hair? You understand me? What is wrong with your skin that you got to bleach it? What is wrong with your own form of medicine that you don't trust in it at all? You got to trust in other people's form of medication more than your own medicine.
When you say our own medicine, do you imply on African like herbal medicine and stuff?
Oh yeah, look at the way it sounds in your mouth, right? Now,
Hey.
now when you talk about the herbalist,
Yes.
an African young person is already carried away. They don't even want to be associated with that. But the question is simple. If you can think very well, if I am benefiting on your sickness, do you think I can give you a medicine that can cure that sickness forever?
No.
How many of the medications that you guys so much pride in that you take them and later on discover that they already have a side effect on your body? But you know what you call your own traditional healers? Which doctors?
Isn't it what they are?
Oh my word, you see what I'm talking about? That is what they are to us. So tell me who is going to consider them in the outside world?
Isn't it a term? It's a term where we verify them, we identify them with it.
So that term that you identify them with has qualified them not even to be associated with. Because if you call somebody a witch, the person is of no good, isn't it?
Yes.
So now you better go to your real
But we
doctors.
do know that herbalists they exist.
Oh yeah?
We do also witch doctors.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
in Africans, we can say sangomas and stuff.
Oh yeah?
Yes, but we also refer it to
But
herbalists.
if the West could call their Sangoma scientists, you're gonna believe them. That they're scientists, isn't it? They're scientists. But in your terms, they're Sangomas. So now who is underrating who?
We
We are underrating ourselves. See, let me tell you something. For the past many years, the most horrible things ever said about a black person are said by another black person to another.
that's true.
I ask you a question again. How many times do you see a guy and you say, nah, this guy is too black for me? Are you a black lady? To me, I cannot do that. That guy is too dark.
But we obviously have our own taste of all kind.
So, but why is it that that test has become a thing for each and every person to identify with it as a wrong thing?
You can't.
So if you are telling me that this person is too black, as a black lady, you're telling me that this person is too black for you, then you expect another race to come and appreciate that black man.
It's French. No.
You understand? So the thing is this: we don't demand for respect. Any form of respect that is demanded for, if we get a demanded respect, it's no more respect, but it's sympathy. You understand what I mean? If I say sympathy, that is when people are identifying with you, not because of what you've really done, but just because they want to make you feel important at that time. Let me tell you, it doesn't matter who I am. It doesn't matter my structure. It doesn't matter my skin. If I can produce what you can benefit in, you don't have any option but to respect me.
That's true.
You understand?
Yes.
In that case, I'm not calling you to respect me, but I have already earned my respect to you. You understand? So I think it is not about the world underrating us as black people. It's about us earning this respect. You understand? It's us earning the respect of, okay, cool. Now we are not just consumers, but we are also producers. There is no way I come to your house every day and I eat, every day and I eat, and I expect you to respect me. It is not done like that. If I want respect, I should also produce what you can consume from. So our challenge has never been on the race. The challenge has been that we all been sitting down. See, we are sitting here. The reason why we're looking each other in the face is because we're sitting down. Immediately you stand up and I refuse to stand up, you're going to look down on me. You understand? But if we get up and I get up also, we're going to look each other in the eye. My pastor told me something. He spoke about his country starting the same with China. There was a time his country, which is Cameroon, was even sponsoring sending China some money. But today what happened? China is there. They're not crying the way you are crying. They're not crying the way, they're not respecting us because we have some futures on our body. They're not respecting us because of all of those stuff. But they stood up. They created the most powerful economy in the world. It doesn't matter who you are. It's not a question of who you are. It's the question of what are you producing. When the black race start producing the things that they consume with passion, the world will start respecting us. Let us stop this nonsense of people are underrating us. People are underrating us. Let's start earning our respect so that people will respect us.
Okay. So you're saying that a test of vaccine is a justifiable reason for we to hate ourselves?
Now this vaccine thing comes into play, come into a question again. Now, I remember the last time I posted about the vaccine, people were against what I said. But what I said, and I will still say it even on your show, it's simple, right? If you are a nation that consumes everything, it is okay to give you anything to test. You understand? It is okay to give you anything. People are crying out there, is this the first thing that the West have tried on us? How about the technologies that they produce in their countries? They never used it. The first place to try it was here. But do you know what happened when they tried it on our continent? People bought those stuff with pride. Do you see the big cars that they drive? Some of these cars are produced, those countries that these cars are produced, they're not driven there because they're not good for the atmosphere. But when they bring them here, what happened? Our big men, they drive it with pride. My man, you know the kind of car I'm driving. I'm driving, end of discussion. I'm driving Jaguar. Which part of Africa produces any of those? So it is not the first time. I'm not saying it's a good thing that they should come and try vaccine on us and all of those things. But it goes back to what we said before. What did I say before? You earn respect. If you want people to respect you, you earn it. The question here is simple. We wouldn't have even been talking about this vaccine thing. And then being Africa said, here is virus. And we now calling all our herbalists. Because trust me, there is a herb for each and every sickness. Now we're calling all our herbalists. to come together and find a cure for this virus. And had it been that is done, the world wouldn't have even been talking of trying anything on us because already we have ours. Why is it that every time they are fighting on the corridor of power, Africa is nowhere to be found? The black race is nowhere to be found. The only thing we specialize in is complaining. Hey, we're not going to take that vaccine. Where is your vaccine? If we say we're not going to take, where is your vaccine? Because since, as we're talking even right now, there is no government that is doing any effort. The only thing we specialize in is copying. The world doesn't even need to involve us in decisions. They take decisions and we follow. They wake up and they say nobody goes out. Even our country, nobody's going to go out. They wake up and they say nobody does this. Our countries just follow. You understand? So if you live that kind of life, tell me how I will not underrate
And
you. So you see, so it is not a question of us being underrated, and the question of vaccine. I'm saying, how about we create our own vaccine? How about we get our own scientists? I love calling our herbalist
so we
scientists.
stand up for ourselves.
Stand up for ourselves.
Yes. Okay.
And when we stand up for ourselves, nobody is gonna come anywhere and tell us that I got a vaccine to test on you. We also got a vaccine to test on you.
Let's see how it
Let's
goes.
see how it goes.
Yes. Okay, in most of your talk shows, you've
Yeah.
been talking about survival for the fittest and no mercy for the weak. Can you explain that for further for me?
Yeah, I talk about survival of the fittest, having no mercy for the weak. Not just the weak, but the ignorant. Understand what I mean? It's another thing to be weak, and it's another thing to be ignorant. I can be very weak, but I still know what is going on. You understand? And the worst thing that can happen to any nation is when they are weak and they don't know what is going on. If we look at the policies of our leaders, the thing is that I don't even love talking about our leaders because I know that some of them are really they are really weak and they're ignorant. You understand? They don't even know what is going on. When the word is there fighting for the position, the word that we're living is the survival of the fittest mode. The survival of the fittest work like this. This is a fruit right here, right? And all of us are struggling to get this fruit. Do you think I will ever have mercy for you if you don't run fast to get this fruit? I'm also struggling to get it. So you don't expect me to have mercy on you and come and tell you that, yeah, I'm giving you financial aid, right? Don't worry, I will. No, I'm running towards this. And so far as we don't know that, there has been our limitation. As a people and as a continent, that has been our limitation. Because people don't know that we are in the race for the same thing. You understand? Our leaders doesn't even know that. And for the fact that they don't know, you see, many a times, the leader is the reflection of the citizens. If we look at what we fight for, the things that we riot for, you were like, what? Because these are the things that we shouldn't even be rioting for. Because we don't know the things that really matter, things that really count. Because we are ignorant. We are not just weak, but we are ignorant. You understand? There are people who make things happen, and there are people who watch things happen, and there are people who doesn't even know what is happening. That's why they call the third world country. Because we don't even know what is happening. Which
So
is
you're referring Africa as a third world country?
that is who we are.
All right, Mr. Fazand. So what do you think is a way forward for Africa?
The way forward for Africa.
In your own point of view, or if anybody had to ask you to change Africa,
Yeah.
what exactly would you implement on the youth, especially the youth in their generations? Of
Exactly. I wasn't gonna say anything to my generation because we already messed up. The way of our thinking is zero. And now the only people that I always talk to, and my message is always goes to the younger generation, your generation, the 20 something downward. It's the people I talk to. Now, what I will advise every young person to do is this. Black man, you are on your own. And this is not racism. This is not racism, it is life. You don't expect people to live their affair and spoon feed you. We talk about colonialism. It happened 50 something years ago. And black person, we must also understand that we were not the only race that was taken into slavery. No, Indians were also taken into slavery.
Yes, we do understand.
You understand
a
that?
lot of race were taken into slavery.
To slavery. Okay.
Yes.
So now it is not about you talking about the past. Always that will change your past. You don't know you don't know your past in order to do it there, but you know your past or in order to know
from there.
exactly. You understand me? So the young people should stop this thing of complaining about everything. You understand? They should stop this blame game. It hasn't helped us in our generation, and it will never help them. And one thing, there's just one thing that we can do as black people. Very simple. Change the way we think. All of us think somebody owes us something. Nobody. United States owes us nothing. Let us stop comparing ourselves with them. The way when you get married, the way you will raise your kids, it's not the same way your mother or your father raised you, because that's a different environment. You mustn't go to my house and copy the way I train my children. Come train your children. It doesn't work like that. But what do? Our democracy is copied. Everything about us is copied from people who are not even close to our own topography. You understand? So that has taken us back often and so many times. You understand? So if there is one thing I can tell your generation is that let there be a paradigm shift quickly. And you guys must know that there is no time. This is the survival of the fittest. Nobody got mercy for you. And don't allow anybody to throw a pity party for you guys.
It's true. Thank you so much, Mr. Fazan. Thank you very much.
Yes,
and
yes,
I am
yes.
sure the youth of South Africa, the youth of Africa, and the youth of the whole continent has got what Mr. Fazan has to say. So today, our moral message of today is to change the way you think. As youth, especially as the generations of tomorrow, we don't really
Reason, yeah. But before you go, there's something I want to send to young people out there. See, there are things that we did in our generation that you should never do then. You understand? First, don't ever join a meeting that contributes money in order to buy food and meat on Christmas. Join organizations. Join organizations that have plans for years, like yearly, like not just 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years plan. Let it be that you join a meeting that is contributing money towards building a school in your community. Don't depend on them. If they said you cannot school in their schools, just come form a group and have your own school.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea, especially in certain parts of the world, in certain part of Africa as well.
Yes.
If the youth come together, I'm sure, pretty very much sure that we've got bright ideas.
Awesome.
Yes. So, any other advice that you will have to give the viewers or the youth of Africa out there?
Exactly. Like my viewers, I know for sure that the young people who want to see change in Africa, just like the way I want to see change. So my advice to them will never change. Guys, you got everything. And let nobody lie to you that you don't have what it takes, because you are just the best of the best. And let nobody make you feel small. And don't ever look down on yourself. Don't ever give anybody an opportunity to disappoint you. If the leaders cannot lead, you lead in the small capacity that you can. Thank you so much, Africa.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much for honoring our invite.
Anytime,
And
anytime,
thank you
anytime.
very much, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you very much.